Hello students, this is Professor Sanjay Gupta, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Srishtekar Bhopal. Today I am going to discuss about the one of the most important subject of engineering, that is strength of material. We are going to discuss about what are the objective of studying strength of material and some basic introduction about the strength of material, that is what is stress, types of stress, strain, types of strain, and stress strain diagram for ductile and brittle materials. Objectives. What are the objectives of studying strength of material? If we are going to discuss about the designing of structure of machine, this is one of the most important subject of engineering. If also we are going to calculate about the stress or deformation of objects under external forces. With the help of this subject, with the help of studying this subject, we can be able to calculate the stress and deformation of the object, and to give an ability to apply the knowledge of strength of material on engineering application and design problems. With the help of studying these subjects, we can be able. Now, some basic introduction, yeah, some basic definitions. What is stress? Stress can be defined as the when you applied a material is subjected to an external force. A resisting force, yeah, internal resistive force is set up in the component. That is, the internal resistance force per unit area acting on a material is called the stress at a point. Mathematically, we can be say that stress is the ratio of force per unit area. The unit of force, that is Newton, and the unit of area, that is meter square. So now the unit of stress is Newton per meter square. We can be say that is a Pascal. Means 1 Pascal is equal to 1 Newton per meter square. If units are given in kilopascal, we can be changed in the form of Pascal or Newton per meter square. 1 kilopascal is equal to 10 to the power 3 Pascal or 10 to the power 3 Newton per meter square. If given in megapascal, that is 1 megapascal is equal to 10 to the power 6 Pascal or 10 to the power 6 Newton per meter square or 1 Newton per mm square. Or 1 gigapascal equal to 10 to the power 9 Pascal or 10 to the power 9 Newton per meter square, or 1 10 to the power 3 Newton per mm square. That types of stress. There are mainly three types of stress: simple or direct stress, the tension, compression, and shear; indirect stress, the bending or torsion, and a combination of one and two, that's the combined stress. If we pull any body, that's called tensile, or push, that is compressive, of the load applied on the face, that is called shear stress. Strain. That strain defined as the ratio of change in length upon original length. If we applied the external load, the external force on a body deform, that is a change in length, that represented by del L. If the diameter change, that is del D of initial length, that is L, or in the form of diameter, we can be right here, that is diameter capital D. There are mainly four types of strain: tensile strain, compressive strain, volumetric strain, and shear strain. One of the most confusing words, that is load. Load and stress. Sometimes it may confuse about the load and stress. That's we are going to clear that load is applied on the body, whereas stress is induced. That is, stress or stress is the region of load, nor load is the region of stress. Means लोड की वजह से स्ट्रेस होगा, ना कि स्ट्रेस की वजह से लोड जनरेट होगा. The load may be defined as the combined effect of external forces acting on the body. The load is applied on the body, whereas stress is induced in the material of the body. The load may be classified, that is tensile, compressive, torsion load, bending load और shearing load. यहाँ पे हमने जो लोड डिस्कस किया है वो सिर्फ स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ मटेरियल के हिसाब से किया हुआ है. देयर आर so many types of load, that is a dead load, static loads, Here we are not going to discuss about that types of load. Now we are going to discuss about the stress strain diagram for ductile and brittle material. तो हमें पहले पता होना चाहिए कि what is the difference between ductile and brittle material. Ductile material can be drawn into wire form, but brittle material cannot be drawn into wire form. Ductile material show deformation means जब भी किसी बॉडी में डिफॉर्मेशन होगा वो ductile में रिप्रेजेंट होगा. But in the case of brittle material there is no deformation. Sorry, in the case of brittle material, do not show any deformation. Ductility is affected by temperature, but brittleness is affected by pressure या stress. Major example of ductile materials, that is metals, ceramic or glass, are the brittle materials. That is stress strain diagram for brittle and ductile. The vertical line represents that is stress and horizontal line represents strain. The red in the graph, red lines represent brittle material and the blue line represents the ductile material. According to the Hooke's law, normal stress is directly proportional to strain. If we remove the proportionality limit, we can be used normal stress upon normal strain equal to Young modulus या modulus of elasticity and shear stress upon shear strain, that is shear modulus या modulus of rigidity, and direct stress upon volumetric strain, that is bulk modulus. यदि आपका मटेरियल ब्रिटल है तो हमने आपसे पहले ही डिफरेंस में बताया कि इन द केस ऑफ ब्रिटल मटेरियल वी कैन नॉट शो दैट इज डिफॉर्मेशन. तो मीन्स जैसे ही बॉडी में आपने लोड अप्लाई किया कि ये हुक्स लॉ को अप टू द फॉलो प्रोपोर्शनल लिमिट, इलास्टिक लिमिट, जैसे ही आपका प्लास्टिक लिमिट आएगा मटेरियल आपका डिफॉर्म हो जाएगा. मीन्स जैसे ही आपका यील्डिंग क्रिएट होगा ब्रिटल मटेरियल आपका फ्रैक्चर हो जाएगा. लेकिन इन द केस ऑफ डक्टाइल मटेरियल it have ultimate point yield, it have proportional limit, elastic limit, proportional limit, ultimate points and fracture points. means ultimate point मिलने के बाद भी मटेरियल आपका फेल नहीं होगा. यदि आपका मटेरियल डक्टाइल मटेरियल है तो उसमें जब भी ये मटेरियल आपका फेल होगा उसमें दो सेक्शन मिलेंगे, दैट इज कप एंड कोन स्ट्रक्चर. बट इन द केस ऑफ ब्रिटल मटेरियल इट्स हैव ओनली दैट इज क्रैक्स. मटेरियल की जैसे ही आपका प्लास्टिक पॉइंट्स के बाद आपका मटेरियल का फेल हो जाएगा. Now we are going to discuss about the stress diagram for ductile material. In this diagram, same that the vertical line represents the stress and the horizontal line represents the strain. The yellow line represents the elastic region and the blue line represents the plastic region, yeah, that is yielding points, and after that is strain hardening and the necking points. There are two lines. Red line represents the true stress strain diagram for due to the actual area, and the engineering stress strain diagram that is represented by black lines. It is a region of original area. In the case of true stress strain diagram, we use area that is instant area. जैसे जैसे आपके सिलेंड्रिकल फॉर्म में एरिया में चेंजेस आएंगे अगर उस एरिया को यूज करेंगे दैट इज उसके थ्रू जो ग्राफ बनेगा दैट इज ट्रू स्ट्रेस स्ट्रेन डायग्राम. बट यदि हम नेकिंग के थ्रू कि जब आपका मटेरियल नेकिंग स्टार्ट होगा उसके थ्रू जो आपका डायग्राम बनेगा दैट इज इंजीनियरिंग स्ट्रेस स्ट्रेन डायग्राम. कि जब आपका प्रोपोर्शनल लिमिट है द मीन्स ऑफ प्रोपोर्शनल लिमिट दैट स्ट्रेस इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू स्ट्रेन. मीन जैसे जैसे आपका स्ट्रेस बढ़ेगा वैसे ही आपके स्ट्रेन में चेंजेस आएंगे, दैट इज that limit is called proportional limit. As the increase of load, body deform, but as the remove body regains to original shape, that limit is called elastic limit. कि जैसे ही आपने किसी बॉडी में लोड अप्लाई किया बॉडी डिफॉर्म हो गई, लेकिन जैसे ही आपने रिमूव किया इट्स रिगेन टू ओरिजिनल शेप, मीन्स वो अपने ओरिजिनल शेप में आ जाए, दैट इज इलास्टिक लिमिट. बट एज द इंक्रीज ऑफ अगेन लोड बॉडी डिफॉर्म and body permanently deform, that's called plastic limit या yield points started. As the again increase of loaded that the points reached up to the maximum load, it means उस पॉइंट के बाद अब आप मैक्सिमम लोड आप कोई भी लोड अप्लाई नहीं कर सकते. मीन्स जैसे आप लोड अप्लाई इंक्रीज करोगे बॉडी डिफॉर्म हो जाएगी, दैट्स पॉइंट्स का अल्टीमेट पॉइंट. एंड आफ्टर दैट्स पॉइंट इज कॉल्ड फ्रैक्चर. मीन्स आपने जैसे ही लोड को थोड़ा और इंक्रीज किया बॉडी में डिफॉर्मेशन आपको दिखने लगे, दैट्स कॉल्ड फ्रैक्चर पॉइंट्स. Here we have two more graphs for ductile materials. One's represents like similar to the previous diagram, but they have some relation that is stress that is sigma t that represents true stress equal to k into epsilon t power n. Epsilon t that is the represents the strain in the case of true strain, n that is represents the strain hardening. The value of n equal to 0 for perfectly plastic and n equal to 1 for elastic solids. For most metals its value have 0.1 to 0.5. From the stress strain diagram, we have some calculation that yield strength equal to load at the yield point upon A naught. A naught, that original area, can be calculated A naught equal to pi by 4 D naught square. Ultimate strength equal to ultimate load upon A naught, that the original area. Ultimate load means that the maximum load P max upon A naught, that the original area. Percentage elongation equal to final length minus original length upon original length into 100, and a reduction percentage reduction in area equal to AF, that is final area of cross section, minus A naught, the original area, upon A naught into 100, and a Young modulus of elasticity capital E equal to low stress at point within elastic limit upon strain at that point. In next lecture, I will discuss about the mechanical properties of material, extension and shortening of bar, basic numericals, elongation of bar due to self weight. Thank you. Have a nice day.